feeling cleaner than I ever would be. It's cooler than Antarctica's weather would be. Damn, I think my swagger is a weapon to me. And dudes don't count you off the record to me. So don't be stepping to me, trying to shake my hand. I'm already the man, ain't trying to make your band. I feel the fact that I'm real, just make them mad. I be smoking helium to inflate my swerve. I'm fact that I'm real, just make them mad. I be smoking helium to inflate my swerve. I'm fly, yes, I'm high, yes. Every lady wanna get to this guy, yes. Go out tonight, I just might, yes. Style cleaner than yours, so don't buy, yes. I'm so debonair, so debonair. 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 You're not really seeing me, dog. Real talk. You feeling whacker than you ever would be. In mind, you think.
What's going on, y'all? And welcome back to my channel. Y'all, we have got to get to things today. Like, a lot has happened today. I don't think that people will even understand what just happened today. So we need to talk about these things today. But as you guys know, I like to do like stories before we get to the story because of the algorithm. It takes a little bit of time. Once we get to the algorithm, I probably won't do like a lot of this like funny stuff before. Maybe I should, I don't know. But I want to start doing that stuff so it give people time to come over to the channel. But I definitely want to talk about Bobby Lytes and Tommie Lee. Yes. I want to talk about Jasmine from Love and Hip Hop, and Mendices and Yandy. I want to talk about T.I. I want to talk about Tory Lanez. I want to talk about more Diddy stuff. It's more Diddy stuff, more Diddy stuff. And then I want to talk about Harvey Wienstein and also the former CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch. Y'all, when I tell y'all, so I'm from Columbus, Ohio. Abercrombie and Fitch has been a problem for a very long time. But it's very interesting to hear the story that's coming out about Abercrombie and Fitch, because what in the what's happening here? It's like, I'll wait till we get into the story. Let's go ahead and take it to visit this channel really quick. If you want to join my tribe, please hit my site. Go ahead and subscribe. Turn on your notifications, please. Turn them on all. If you have already been a subscriber to the channel, you're not getting notifications, unsubscribe and then resubscribe so that maybe you will get them. So it's not so late. I think that's what I'm trying to say. Like, unsubscribe to resubscribe. That also always works. Like the video, share the video, comment down here below. Then come over here and please comment in the chat, y'all. Don't be afraid. If you're a Bush baby, like the video. If you don't like it, just dislike the video, period. All right. Let's play the intro. Let's get into this, y'all. It's a lot going on. All right. Let's go.
I'm fly, yes, I'm high, yes. Every wanna get to this guy, yes. Go out tonight, I just might, yes. Style cleaner than yours, so don't buy, yes. I'm so debonair, so debonair. I'm so debonair, so debonair. I'm so debonair, so debonair. I'm so debonair, so debonair.
I don't know about y'all, but I really dance in my song a little bit in the background before it comes on. That song was like really made for me like years ago, and so I love that song. Like it's dear to my heart. Let me say what's up to people in the chat, but I also want to read something really quick from Miss Jack of All Trades. Hey, SoDebNair, I'm so happy that you are going live on this new nasty information today. I just watched the documentary on Abercrombie and it's and the male model for the company. What's going on to Mary Bassar? I'm gonna come back to this comment in a minute, Miss Jack of All Trades. Let's go on to Trevor. Get this right. Greetings from the Canary Islands. What is going on in America? The girls alive. What's going on, Cindy C? Hey, dog, in chat. What's going on, Miss Platinum 2001? Hey, SoDeb. Everyone, please, y'all, please hit the like button. Please hit the like button. Did that on the way in? To Cindy. Gotcha. Okay. So, y'all, I'm going to get into this in a minute because one thing that I do know is this. So I'm from Columbus, Ohio. When we get to the story about Abercrombie and Finch, I have a lot of stories about this. So stay tuned to this. Let's get into our likeness of this before we go into the toughness of this. I will say that there's a lot going on. What's going on to Joanne? What's going on, Joanne? It's a lot going on here. So let's get into these things. Okay. So our first story is going to be Usher. So there's been this big old story about the king of R&B, Usher and Chris Brown, and who is the king of R&B. I'm gonna think with the males of R&B, it is a big story. You know, who is that person? What is up? What's up, Queen? Queen, Groman, don't try me. Happy made the live. Hey, SoDeb in chat. It's been a lot of stories going on. It's a lot of conversation about it. So I definitely want to throw it in here real quick. So Usher reacts to Tank saying that Chris Brown is better than Michael Jackson. I want y'all to put up one of the chat if y'all think this is true, that Chris Brown is he's like the new king, or does Michael Jackson still hold that throne? To me, I would also throw in Beyonce to this too. 3 if it's Beyonce, okay? Let's watch while you guys are voting.
History has been inspiration that defines who and inspired who I am. There will only be one Little Richard. There will only be one James Brown. There will only be one Michael Jackson. There will only be one Prince. There will only be one Usher. So with that, everybody has their space in history. I'm just trying to make sure that we remember it. It's the same as in history. There's been.
Okay, so I'm gonna move into the next part in just a second. I definitely understand what Usher is saying. I'm seeing a lot of twos in the chat. I'm seeing a lot of twos. Nobody is close to even being compared to Michael Jackson, says Joanne. Joanne's giving the 2. Okay. All right. Let's move over to this next part of Usher.
Wow.
Let's move to Tank. What Tank had to say.
What? Do you understand what you're saying? Tank, do you understand what you're saying, my man? I mean, you admired, you revered, you.
Mind y'all, I'm not probably going to agree with you guys on this at all. I hear Tank. I understand what Tank is saying, and I don't think that Tank is wrong.
You're associated with music, my brother. Everybody loves and respects you.
If there was Magic Johnson, now there is LeBron James. That is the ultimate evolution of a man who can play all 5 positions. We talk about Chris Brown. We're talking about the evolution of Michael Jackson, the evolution of Usher, the evolution of me, the evolution of Genuine. That is what this kid is.
Oh, come on, Tank. Come on, man. Come on, man. When I saw Chris,
I think a lot of people don't give Chris Brown his flowers only because of the Rihanna situation and a lot of the allegation that going on with him. The girl woman, Don't Try Me, said she giving that too. Tank must have had a Tank for LOL. Michael has had #1 hit since he was 10 years old. But there's a reason why, though. There's a reason why. Let's keep going, though. Let's keep going.
Brown performed. He's the best in the world right now. The best in the world, 1 of 1. I'm just challenging the next level. Like, I didn't know there was a next level after Michael Jackson.
Chris Brown is in.
Okay, so here we are. Tank is giving out his opinion. He says vocal ability, and he's giving it to Chris Brown. Writing ability to Chris Brown. Production ability to Chris Brown. Dancing ability to Chris Brown. He says, I know you're going to say MJ's catalog is crazy, which we all know that it is. I'll say that y'all think that that is. I'll say that. Songs are classic, etc. But that was because of a lot of great people involved who were, sorry, it's so small. I'm trying to read it. Who were involved, who were some of the greatest at what they do. Chris Brown orchestrates his own movement from studio to visuals to show, no handouts, no sponsors, and all while the world was against him. I'm ready to argue. Okay. What I will say is this: I 100% agree with Tank. I do. Joanne says Michael came out of the womb with undeniable talent. Trevor says they all in a league of their own. I can that. I completely disagree. Okay, Cindy. Okay. I 100% agree with Tank. I do feel like back when Michael Jackson was an artist, like there was a lot of moving parts. Even if you look at Beyonce, there's a lot of moving parts. Chris Brown has done his entire catalog by himself. Especially like the new stuff after all of the things that happened with him and Rihanna. I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it. You know, I'm not mad at what Tank said. I think that Tank spoke facts. I mean, the people don't want to agree with this because y'all love Michael Jackson. But Tank's, what he's saying here, Michael Jackson cannot. What's going on to Shauna in the chat? Hello to all. Michael Jackson cannot compete with what Tank is listing off right here. He cannot. And does that make his catalog better? Absolutely. He had a machine behind him, like they say that Beyonce does. So it's definitely realistic. That's not true at I think what meant at all. That's not true at all. I think it meant true at all. Michael Jackson did not write all the songs. He did not. Dancing wise, dancing has elevated since Michael Jackson was dancing. So I'm definitely going to give it to Chris Brown. What was the other one? Vocal ability. Jackson 5, Michael Jackson, maybe, but Michael Jackson alone, where was the sticking at? There wasn't any. Production ability. Where was he? You cannot compare Michael Jackson to any artist in the history of performance artists. But you can, though. I think that what Tank was saying is that he elevated what was given to him. And he actually did say that. So I think that what he's saying is that Chris Brown took the formula and made it a bigger formula for him. And even though all things he's gone through in his career, he still is Chris Brown. Chris Brown is that guy. Chris Brown's music, to me, in 2024 is a lot better. But we also looking at, like, there's no streaming services. People are not buying albums; they're just streaming the music. Like, there's a lot of ins and outs that goes on to this. So I ride with Tank on this. That's not true at all. Chris doesn't write all his songs. Tank is tripping. He didn't say he writes all his songs. But he was saying that, but Michael Jackson didn't write any of his songs. Vocal ability, Michael Jackson, hands down. Jackson 5, Michael Jackson. Joanne, I give it to you. Michael Jackson, the artist, as a solo artist, I can't name a song that he sung better than Chris Brown as a solo artist than Chris Brown. Name one. And I'll wait. Where was it at? I would definitely say that Beyonce is the new Michael Jackson, but I would definitely go to Chris Brown though. Grown Woman, Don't Try Me says, I'm from Philly. NY has the Apollo, and we had the Uptown Theater when Michael was introduced in Philly. Kids got to see the Jacksons paying with soda pop. Diana Ross bought them there. Okay. Michael Jackson is 20-1 on hits versus Chris Brown. But the dynamics are very different. They're very different. They're very different. And we don't have to agree. I'm just saying I do agree with Tommie. That's what I'm saying. All I am saying, I've said this for years. I would definitely put on Beyonce more than Chris Brown. I think Beyonce is the Michael Jackson, not Chris Brown, but I can definitely see why he's saying Chris Brown though. Michael Jackson blew up as a solo artist, off the wall, wrote all his music and songs. If Michael Jackson and Chris Brown come at the same time, in the same time frame, in Michael Jackson's time, it will be a battle. If Chris Brown elevated MJ's legacy, then he would be famous worldwide like him, and he hasn't, which has nothing to do with all the things to do with that. What do you mean? It's all things to do with that. Like the reason why he has not, and he still makes music, and he's still charting, and he's still doing the things. Chris Brown on the track is like gold. It's platinum for some people. So I don't know. But I'm not here to argue, y'all. I'm just here to say what I feel. Tank said it, not me, but I'm also agreeing with Tank said. Drop down in the comments if you tune in late to let me know what you guys think. I'm riding with Tank on this. I 100% agree with Tank. But I'll say 110%, maybe 50%, because I think that it's Beyonce more than Chris Brown. So there's that on that. Okay. Let's jump into some love and hip hop conversation. One, are y'all watching the show? I have not watched the show, y'all. It's just like stupid and draining to me at this point. But also, you know, Tommie Lee and hold on, let me go back to the Chris Brown. Plus, MJ kept his lyrics clean, never cursed, not once in his entire career. That doesn't make it better, though. What's going on, James? What's going on, James? That doesn't make it better because he didn't cuss. They weren't allowed to cuss back then. So that doesn't make it any better. But let's go over here to Love and Hip Hop and the Zeus Network real quick with Tommie Lee and Bobby Lytes. So I tried to use this yesterday, but it didn't really work. I had so much going on, I couldn't do it. I haven't watched it in years. Okay, listen. So I haven't even watched either. So here we are with Tommie Lee and Bobby Lytes. Now, this is some Zeus Network stuff, but I'm bringing up Love and Hip Hop because this is where we met them at. This is from It's Only Entertainment. Tommie Lee has always been the type that at some point the gloves are going to come off. She and Bobby Lytes have been going back and forth for some time now. It looks like things got heated on the set of Baddies Caribbean reunion. Tommie exposed Bobby's health status during a heated argument. She claims he confided in her about having, y'all can see the word, clearly these two have never been friends. They have not been, clearly. I would never even, if he does have this, I would never told her that. Have never been friends, and this clear example of when they say be very careful who you consider a friend. Let's listen to what's happening here.
I rebuke you, dirty ass bitch.
What's up? Oh yeah, real dirty.
I rebuke you.
Same person. I am
here, baby. No, I rebuke you, dirty ass bitch.
What's up? Oh yeah, real dirty.
I rebuke you.
Same person.
I am here, baby. I rebuke you, dirty.
Okay, I don't hear a lot here, but let's go over to this part because I don't really hear a lot with this in there arguing. So it's on site. It says Bobby Lytes calls out Tommie Lee for attempting to spread false information on his health status. Bobby Lytes says, "Damn, Tommie said that word," and it's crazy you can't even say that on YouTube because I mean it's a real thing. Wow. In that moment, I didn't hear her. Watching the reunion now, I'm so disgusted by her even more. One thing I know I would never do in life is lie on another person's health. Because guess what? That word ain't just for gay people. Now clock that, and God don't play about me. I think it's very disgusting that she brought that up. One, it's almost like you got cancer, basically. Like, it's really weird to for people to use that as a weapon. But also, I would never be friends with Tommie Lee either. So I don't know why he decided that was going to be a damn friendship, but that's stupid to me. Thank you, Joanne. That's stupid. Like, why would you be friends with her? She hasn't been a friend to anyone. But for her to pull that up, and let me educate y'all really quick before we move on from this, because I'm not going to stay really long. PrEP, okay? It's not for just gay people. It's for everybody on this earth who are having sex with anyone that is not their partner, who doesn't know their partner's health status. Get on PrEP, okay? PrEP is something that will prevent you from, and it doesn't stop you from having all the STDs or the STIs, but it does stop the HIV to get you to the A word. Now, what I will say is this: it's crazy, it's insane for someone in 2024 to have, I'm going to say it, AIDS. It's crazy. There's so much medication out here for you to have, for someone to even have that. Tommie Lee been trash. She's always been trash. What's going on to Jay is a Gemini. Thanks, right? It's crazy to have AIDS in 2024. There's so much medication out here on this earth right now that it's almost impossible for you to even have that. So if you guys are not educated on that, one, if you don't have HIV, get on PrEP. If you're having sex outside of your relationships or just having a good time, there's nothing wrong with that, but go get on PrEP. So this is the least of your worries. It's a pill you have to take every day. Absolutely, it is. But it's also a pill if you decide to get married to someone or you're in a relationship with someone, you guys are getting tested all the time and they're not cheating on you, you don't have to worry about it. Check out PrEP, okay? I'll be back in a few. So okay, cool beans. Check out PrEP. I'm being very serious with this. It is no one has caught this virus being on this. And also people who have HIV, if you take your medications, you're undetectable, and it's not a person on this earth since this came out that has passed it. So let's be more responsible. Is it true? I hope not. I like Bobby. Even if it's, let me tell you something. Even if Bobby has HIV, which I think that she might have been trying to say, if he's on his medication and he's on that medication, he's undetectable if he's taking the medication. So if he does have it, he can't pass it. And those are big facts. You look it up. Look up PrEP, and also look up the different medications people take that are HIV positive. It's almost impossible to pass it. Right, I will say right now it's impossible to pass it because there hasn't been a story where it's been passed if you're taking medication. What's going on, Judge Jules JG? Hey, SoDeb, so happy I caught alive. I don't watch that show. I feel like I lose brain cells when I did watch that ghetto ass show. I don't watch it either, but this was on it's on site, so I seen it. I was like, let me talk about it. Because I also want to make sure I educate people on HIV and AIDS. y'all, it's really not what it was back in the 80s and the 90s when people were just dying from it all the time. So let's stop this narrative. Like, and it's horrible that she even brought this up. Cause like, who are you? I never watched that show. I like this season, I think I watched the first episode and then I was like, yep, it's the same thing, and that's how I watched it. So there's that, y'all. I don't want to stay here too long because it's just stupid that Tommie Lee, out of all the people, are even saying anything like this. Like, girl, there's a lot of things I could have said. There's probably things about Bobby Lytes could have said. But girl, get help. Okay. Let's move on. This is more Love and Hip Hop. Again, I don't watch the show, but I want to move over here to this because we know what the fuck's happening. Now, we know that Kirk had cheated with this girl, Jasmine. But now Jasmine is saying that one of her friends is having an affair with Mendices, which is Yandy's husband. She says she's scared to come forward, but it's been happening for a while now. Is Mendices cheating on Yandy? My brain hurts from this. My brain literally hurts from this. Like, what are you doing, Mendices? If this is true, like, what are you doing? I don't want to play the clip because YouTube has already done flagged me for playing a clip from that Tia show. So I don't want to, but it's over here on the Neighborhood Talk. I want to see it. But she's claiming that Mendices is cheating on Yandy with one of her friends because he's at the strip club. And this has been going on for a while. I just don't know if I could see Mendices cheating on Yandy. Out of all the they've been going through, why would he do that? I don't know. It doesn't make sense. But men will be men, so who knows? Okay. Let's move here to T.I. So you guys know that T.I. had won this case over those brat dolls. Well, now here comes the damn tax people because now they want their money. Rapper T.I. is facing over $2 million in a tax lien, according to The Blast. It's from the Jasmine brand. The lien stated that the rapper owed $383,512 for 2001 and $2,142,360.73 for 2022, bringing his debt to a total of $2,525,873.18. The same situation occurred in 2015 when federal liens accused the couple of owing $1.3 million for 2012 and another $3 million for 2013. Following the 2015 tax debt issue, the T.I. and wife Tamika Tiny Harris settled millions in back taxes and had stayed clean of tax drama ever since until this year, per In Touch. The lien was reportedly filed in July, months before T.I. and Tiny won a $71 million copyright infringement verdict in September. These people they want their money. They are trying to get money either way they can from these people. Like it's sick. Yandy know he cheated. That's how she got him. You might be right. You might be right. We about that story with her and all the baby mamas. You actually might be right. I just can't see him cheating now, though. Like, that's just crazy to me, but I don't know. You might be right. Drop down in the comments between the let me know what you guys think about that. Let's move over here to Tory. Please stay in jail lanes and stop this. Tory Lanez filed another appeal in Megan Thee Stallion's shooting Pow case, mid 10-year sentence. Maybe just sit in jail. Go away from us with this. Tory Lanze isn't giving up on his fight for freedom. The rapper has filed another appeal in hopes of overturning his 10-year sentence, with legal documents now posted on the IG account of nonprofit legal team. Hashtag Unite the People. The document outlines a series of alleged legal errors made during his trial, indulging claims that the court allowed testimony on Megan Thee Stallion's emotion, admitted questionable evidence, and allowed what they argue was prosecutorial misconduct. As of 2024, Tory is serving time at California Correctional Institution after being convicted on the 3 felony charges: assault with a semi-automatic lighted-up firearm in a vehicle, and discharge a firearm with gross negligence in connection to the 2020 shooting of Megan Thee Stallion. I really don't give a damn about Tory Lanez. I just don't. I'm sick of him appealing with. Oh, y'all, I'm sorry. I was not supposed to do this. Hold on. I'm sick of him appealing all this stuff like, baby, you did it. If you didn't, you wouldn't be sitting there. Go away from us with this. I'm looking forward to Megan Thee Stallion has a documentary coming out. I'm looking forward to seeing that. That's what I'm looking forward to seeing. I'm glad that she's actually speaking out and talking about this. I believe everything that Megan Thee Stallion said. I'm sorry, this dude. What's going on, her? How are you? How are you? I think it's right. I hope everyone is doing well. What's going on with you? I believe everything that Megan Thee Stallion said. And I'm not going to sit here and listen to Tory Lanez trying to convince us that what he did wasn't right. Like, whatever you and Kelsey and whoever did, like, go away from us with this. Drop down in the comments if you guys are tuning in late. Let us know what you guys think. Let's move over to more Diddy news. Now, y'all, here comes the Busta Rhymes. He has the perfect name. He's a Busta. Busta Rhymes says Diddy's situation is not a hip-hop situation, which I do agree on this. Everybody needs to mind their damn business until the truth is undisputed. Did you not watch Cassie? This is why he's draining. This is why this is draining to me. If you don't believe shit else, we watched Cassie. What are you talking about? You watched this with your own eyes. Well, let's hear what Busta Rhymes had to say.
Hip hop. It's beautiful to see that, but we're also seeing a reckoning in hip hop and people that you've come up with in the New York hip hop scene. Just your thoughts on that and just the changes that are happening in the industry, especially when it comes to when we talk about Diddy and, now seeing him going through what he's going through.
I don't think that, number one, I think we need to stop doing a hip hop scene. Like, his situation is not a hip hop situation.
And see, I can agree with this. I feel like they're making it like a hip hop situation. So that part, I do agree with him. Like, it's like, oh, the whole hip hop industry will come down. Now, in your time frame, though, sir, might be true, because a lot of y'all were there at these parties. Hopefully, you're not in these videos, but let's separate like the new hip hop artists versus y'all, because a lot of them may not have been in these type of things. Also, it doesn't cancel out the whole genre. Just y'all, because it was over with Diddy partying with him at the white party.
And I also would like for everyone to be mindful of the thirst and the urgency and the need to speak on the situation. I think a lot of times people don't realize how insensitive it could be to have opinions on things that you have no understanding of outside of what you're being told.
But do you understand what people understand when we are watching him beat out of Cassie in the hallway? And also that there are underage women and men, or boys and girls, I guess I could say that are at these parties. We have seen pictures of children at these parties. We have watched him beat Cassie in a hallway. We have the Wendy Williams has talked about this man multiple times. Women who have worked with him have spoken out about the fact of things they have seen, but you're sitting here saying that we should be oblivious to this. Like, what are you saying?
And we do know that propaganda is a real thing, and we also know that the truth is a real thing.
And that's where you need to understand that we do know that propaganda is a real thing, but we also know that the real shit that we watch with our own eyes is a real thing. Like, were you not watching? Have you not been hearing these stories from Usher? Did you not see the videos of Beaver? Did you not see the video of Cassie? Like, what are you saying? What are you saying?
I like the way
Pastor Cavassier, or was the THC in the Cavassier? Or were you oblivious to the shit was happening with you? I'm concerned at this point from Busta Rhymes. I love this guy, but I'm concerned. It comes off as willfully ignorant. Which would have capitalized ignorance, because that's what it is. It's coming off that way.
For the truth before I
50th anniversary of hip hop. It's beautiful to see that, but we're also seeing
really start to dive into trying to understand, because I think understanding is the absence of confusion.
We understand that we watched Cassie. We're not confused at all. If you even listen to Aubrey O'Day, everything that she has said, the white woman, we've heard she's never been silent about the things. Did you have some of that pink powder?
Understanding is the reflection of knowledge and wisdom.
And understanding is a, wait, what did he say? Expression of knowledge and wisdom. What did you have? Jebby has always been seen as urban dangers due to many of the lyrics. What we are seeing now in front of our eyes, and the entire way business conducts itself has been set up from the outset. I wish he would never say anything. Let's keep going.
The truth is undisputed. I think that we kind of like confuse ourselves, prematurely pass judgment, and we're not realizing how much
we're not confused, and we're not passing judgment. We are actually judging him on purpose because we watched it.
Can directly and indirectly affect everyone involved with our.
It should affect everybody that's involved. Busta Rhymes, like, what the are you saying?
Unwarranted opinions.
It's not unwarranted opinions. It's the fact that we watched this happen in front of our eyes. We've seen it. Like, we cannot unsee what we see. And we cannot unhear the things that we've heard. And I want to take this out of a space because it's not just from Jaguar Wright. And I think that a lot of people are thinking that we are just believing Jaguar Wright. And we're believing the things that we've been hearing for years. We've been hearing things for years. It's not just from Jaguar Wright. And I feel like they don't want to say her name because it makes it feel like it's not credible because it's from Jaguar Wright. Has Jaguar Wright said some wild, outlandish things? Absolutely. But also, a lot of things she has said has come to fruition. So then what are you talking about, sir?
So with that being said, I'm going to reserve my opinions, and I'm going to wish the best for everyone involved. And I think that we really should take away what I'm saying. The one thing that we should take away from what I'm saying.
I wish the best for the victims. That's it.
And it's everybody probably need to mind their damn business.
We are minding our business because what we do know in our own personal business at this point right now is that don't let your child go over with Diddy. Watch out for your kid when they try to go into this industry. Like, we are very aware of what we are watching or we're seeing or we're hearing. at this point, and maybe you didn't go through these things. Maybe you're not privy to this information, allegedly. Maybe you weren't. But what we are as the public, because we do have children that want to be in this industry, and we know that like that couch, baby, don't sit on it. Don't let my child sit on the couch. Don't let me as a grown-up person sit on that couch, because that couch is dangerous. That's what we are understanding when it comes down to Bill Cosby, when it's coming down to R. Kelly, when it's coming down to Diddy, when it's coming down to the Epstein. Don't sit on that couch, because that couch is a sunken place. That's what we know. Maybe you are missing the message.
A reckoning in hip hop, and people that.
And I'm gonna mind my business, and hopefully everybody can find it in their hearts to keep their opinions to themselves, and just know
we found it in our hearts to believe what we saw.
That every time you voice an opinion, you might be hurting somebody.
What about Diddy hurting people? What about that? Voicing your opinion may be hurting somebody. What about him actually physically hurting someone? Does that not matter? Does us not seeing that not matter to you?
And
he must have bought his tapes back.
I'm mind my business, and hopefully everybody can find it in their hearts to keep their opinions to themselves, and just know that every time you voice an opinion, you might be hurting somebody. And I'm a mind my.
There's a saying: if you see something, say something. I'm gonna say something. I'm never gonna sit at home and watch these celebrities get away with all this shit and not say something. Bust a damn mother rhymes. I'm not. To me, that's problematic. There's so many women and so many young men who have been through all these things, but because you didn't see it, oh, let me give them the benefit of the doubt. No. We're in 2024. This is not, what goes on in this house stays in this house. No, this is 2024. What goes in this house, talk about it. I'm sorry that you're an older Black man who doesn't understand. I'm never going to be a person, because I've been through things in my own personal life. And it took years for me to say things about what happened to me when I was a child. So I'm not going to sit here and listen to Busta Rhymes tell me to shut my mouth up until I know for a fact. Or for my family to say, shut up until you know the facts. The facts are the facts. Mothers violated me. Those are the facts. Until that mother can prove that wrong, I'm going to speak. This is toxic behavior. And now I don't even like you. I can't listen to your shit now. What he's saying is problematic. This is why people are online saying, why you ain't speak up sooner? Well, what was happening? Well, I can't put this at all. I cannot at all. Busta is what? I don't know. Oh, out of touch. Okay, Busta's out of touch. Sorry, it's early morning. He's very much so out of touch. What he's saying is problematic. Problematic. Here we go with Diddy again. Drop down the comment. You got to think about Busta Rhymes. Man suing Diddy says a professional athlete once stopped the music mogul from continuing to SA him during a Ciroc party. In a complaint filed Sunday, October the 20th, the unidentified plaintiff says he was invited to a promotional party for Diddy's Ciroc vodka, which the rapper no longer has a business relationship with. According to the complaint, the party had multiple high-profile guests. Allegedly, the plaintiff was instructed to meet Diddy in a private office. Once in the room, the man says he realized that the Act Bad artist was intoxicated. The suit claims that Diddy approached the plaintiff and exposed his genitals next. Diddy allegedly grabbed the plaintiff's genitals through his pants and squeezed them in a rough and sexual manner. The plaintiff claims that the situation escalated until an unidentified professional athlete entered the room and intervened. But the Ryan wanted us to wait till the shit hat comes out. Why? What are we waiting for? Till you unalive somebody? What's going on, Norris? What's going on, Norris? Do we have to wait till he unalive someone for us to believe it? Like, I'm not sitting here doing this. I'm sorry. Busta Rhymes. Anyone else want to take up for this? Okay? I'm not sitting here wanting to do this. Now, this part here, y'all, was the craziest I seen today. Quincy. Now, here we all are sitting at home thinking, oh, poor Quincy, you know, and a part of me still feels that way. Feel like Stockholm Syndrome. Poor Quincy, you know, mom unalive, sisters with his dad who's horrible. But here you go, write this letter. The past month has devastated our family. Many have judged both him and us based on accusations, conspiracy theories, and false narratives that have spiraled into absurdity on social media. We stand united, supporting you every step of the way. We hold on to the truth, knowing it will prevail. And nothing will break the strength of our family. We miss you and we love you, Dad. Quincy, did you drink the juice? I'm not understanding. Let me hear. I'm not understanding this at all. Your mother's gone. Your mother's friends won't let your sisters be in the house with this man. But you're writing a damn sob story. Your real father was almost unalive by this man, allegedly. And you over here writing this shit? What's going on? What the is going on? I'm confused. I'm here for you, Dragon. Listen, because I don't have a choice. Because it's if we don't, then who will? How many mobsters are there? I don't know. I believe that Diddy brainwashed Quincy, and I do too. I mean, reading this, I do too. It was all he tried to protect his sisters. At this point, are you? Or is this Stockholm Syndrome? Like, what is happening? Like, what did this man do to you that you're writing these statements? The daughters wrote one too. And I wish I thought it was fake. I thought it was fake, y'all, so I never even brought it. Like, I never even said it to myself to even bring it back up. It's a strategic move to make him seem like a family man. But a family man would have a mule on his plane with his young. Come on. Talk to us. Talk to us. Talk to us. All of them. Talk to us. Seriously. Talk to us. What's going on to Keisha? What's going on? I never seen you here before. Thanks for joining us. Hold on. Oops. Look at this. He grown Quincy. If he did, y'all, this is really sad for I'll be sure. It's sad for I'll be sure because your son, and I know that I'll be sure is not the best person to even reference this because he had his own struggles too. who knows what the industry did to him though? Too, that I feel like that way too. You know, who knows what happened with him there, and why he was on so many clouds of the nine. You know, if you're tuning in late, drop down to the comments and what you guys think about that. I believe he lied to his daughters. They were kept away from the activity. That's probably the best thing that I could even think of that he could have done, was to keep them away from this stuff. Which is even sad to say, because what about everybody else's daughters? You see what I'm saying? He probably has groomed his sons into thinking what he does is cool. Remember, his other sons has cases. I know. I'm just hoping that Quincy is not in any of these cases, to be honest. I've been over here, usually stay in the bushes. Oh, okay. Well, I appreciate you for popping out. I think it's the one who looks like his twin. No, Quincy is Albie Short's son. Diddy's Satan is a ran through baby daddy who needs to be under the jail. He needs the sentence, to be honest. Diddy is done. Here's the jail calls of it tonight. Diddy is done. The jail calls tonight. Many more to fall. Quincy probably never posted that more like the dealer's PR machine, in my opinion. I agree. But his sons know what he did. They are covering for him. I think his real sons know, because allegedly they're a part of a lot of that he's been doing. So absolutely. But Quincy, I feel like this is why the other ones are not coming out and saying anything, because Quincy's like the most innocent one out of all of them. But we all think it because of the mom. But now here you come making this post, baby. I don't know what Diddy got on you, or not even what he got on you, but I think it's that mental I've been a dad situation. Maybe it's got to do with your sisters, and the sisters have spoke out first. And so you made this post like, back them up. This ain't it. So Quincy's coming out with a new show called Just a Vlog. I would love to see it. I would love to see it. All right, drop down the comments and you guys think if you tune in late. Let's go over here to Harvey Wienstein is diagnosed with bone marrow cancer, receiving treatment behind bars. I ain't gonna never really. I'm trying to say something nice, but I don't know if it's in me. Is this it? Is this all you got? Let's read the article. I'm trying to think of something to say, but nothing I'm gonna say is gonna sound nice. This is from the Jasmine brand. According to NBC News, Harvey Weinstein, the disgrace, I love that word, Hollywood mogul, we can let the Hollywood mogul out of here, who's alleged SM fueled the Me Too movement and who was recently indicted on new charges, has chronic something leukemia. I don't know what that word is. Two sources told NBC News. The sources added that Weinstein is currently undergoing treatment while in prison. He's in Rikers Island. Oh, God, he's still there. Is an uncommon form of cancer and cancer of the bone marrow, according to the Mayo Clinic. The news of Weinstein's diagnosis comes amid a myriad of health issues, In September, Wienstein underwent emergency heart surgery to alleviate a significant amount of fluid from his lungs and heart. In July, he was hospitalized and treated positive for COVID-19 and double pneumonia. Baby, get all of them. I don't got nothing nice to say. Get all of it. Every single thing. Get all of it. Get every single thing that you could get, possibly get all of it. You deserve it. You're a trash person. Where's Oprah? But what did they say on what was that movie? New Jack City, Rockabye Baby. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna add that to that, Miss Jack of all trades. I have no empathy for this abuser of power. Me either. I'll say this, SoDeb, you can run, but you can't hide. You'll get yours in the end, and it seems the end is near for Harvey, and it should be. I have no sympathy, empathy, nothing for this man. None of it. Nothing. Cancer does suck, and y'all, there has been a lot of us YouTubers have losing with cancer. I lost 2 people last week of cancer. I lost my grandmother in April of cancer. They didn't deserve cancer like Harvey Wienstein does. I'm sorry. Would not wish bad on anyone. Karma works well. That and the same. The same. Cancer is real, y'all. My sadness is not for Harvey Wienstein. Cancer is real. And I always will say, fuck cancer. And YouTube, if y'all want to block me for saying fuck cancer, fuck cancer. It's the worst. Like, if you've ever went through a cancer journey with anybody, it's the worst. It's the worst. Okay. Drop down in the comments if you guys are tuning in late. Let me know what you guys think about that. Fuck cancer. Let's move on, y'all. Oof, gotta have a moment. So today, I was at work today, and thank y'all so much. Thank y'all. Yeah, this has been a journey. Y'all know I was really on YouTube like every day, and it seems like, let's just sidetrack real quick. It seems like every day, like something is happening. One of my friends, when I moved to Atlanta, moved here with me and my ex-husband, and he had been struggling with his health a lot. And it was like every month he's in and out of the hospital, in and out of the hospital, in and out of the hospital. Lo and behold, it was cancer. But he always kept like coming out. So I went on a whole rage last week because he ended up really dying from cancer. And then I had another friend who we used to hang with him all the time here in Atlanta. I met him when I moved to Atlanta. And he struggled with cancer for 2 years as well. And then all of a sudden, like, because like, you know, he went through the chemo, went through the radiation. The remission and radiation, one of the, I think it's remission. Boom, you're good. And then gone. Cancer is hard, y'all. That's a hard road to travel with your loved one. especially when you're there for the wins. You know, oh, we went through the chemo, we went through the remission, we're ringing the bell, boom, 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 oh, everything is great, and then you're gone. I want to say shout out to a content creator that called me. Well, actually, I texted this person, and then they gave me some they lifted me up in a really bad space. I don't know if he's told the story, so I don't want to share that story, but I thank God for that person because she was so hard to lose 2 in 1 week. And then I lost my grandmother in April. It was hard. Like, fuck cancer. We just heard about, look, I'm so glad you brought this up. I didn't know if people really remembered her, but I have this story in my email. So let me bring this up before we even get into the rest of this stuff, y'all, because I really did want to, but I didn't know if people really remembered her that much. From MTV. Where's this at? It's in here. I broke down crying listening to her. Where's this at? It's in my email. It's in my email. I can type her name out. There we go. I'm so glad you brought this up because I really wanted to talk about this, but I was like, I don't know if people are going to remember her and if it's going to be even important to you guys. But I think because of this journey with cancer that I've been going through with my family, my friends, like it was just, I wanted to bring it up so bad. Here we go. So former MTV VJ Ananda Lewis shares that her breast cancer has progressed to stage 5 after decided to keep her tumor and work it out of her body a different way. Shout out to you. Who was that? Keisha, thank you so much for bringing this up. Yo, this is so sad to me. Like when I was growing up, I loved Ananda Lewis like so much. I wanted to be a reporter like her. I thought that she was like so classy, like the way that she reported things. It meant a lot to me. It made me want to really get into media. I love this woman. Let me play this.
So this has been a real lesson for me to self-advocate.
Sarah had a double mastectomy. Ananda took a different approach. By the time she found a lump in her breast, her cancer had progressed to stage 3, and doctors recommended a double mastectomy. But she went against their recommendation.
My plan at first was to get out excessive toxins in my body. I felt like my body is intelligent. I know that to be true. Our bodies are brilliantly made. I decided to keep my tumor and try to work it out of my body a different way. Looking back on that, I go, you know what? Maybe I should have.
Ananda.
I love that she's in like great spirits. I love that she's in great spirits. Like just talking about this show, like this is a really hard conversation. And like to see how like she's talking about this and like just educating people on like what she's gone through and the decisions that she made, and maybe they weren't the best. Like, I love this lady. Like, y'all have no idea. Like, I have so much respect for her.
Completely overhauled her diet, improved her sleep, pursued aggressive homeopathic therapies along with traditional medicine and radiation. She improved for a long time. She says removing the toxins, physical and emotional, from her body has been beneficial. But last year, she found out her cancer had metastasized into stage 4, which means the cancer spread to other.
So this has been a real lesson for me to
other areas.
My lymph system really flared up. And so all through my abdomen, all those lymphs were very flared up, my collarbone. And it was the first time I ever had a conversation with death because I felt like this is how it ends. You know, I was like, okay, so I don't get afraid of things. I was just like, fudge, man, I really thought I had this. You know, I was frustrated. I was a little angry at myself. And I said, man, listen, I know you're coming for me at some point, but I don't want it to be now. And if you could just wait, I promise when you do come, I'm gonna make it fun for you.
Areas.
My lymph system really.
Listening to her tell that story, yo, like, I really do enjoy the empowerment that she had, like when she was going through this. And I'm gonna have to get to this other part, like in another video, y'all, because like I really have so much respect for her. I love her a lot. And I know if I talked about this, it would make me sad. She seemed like such a great person to me. And I loved like watching her do her stories and stuff like that. Like it was just like so dope to like watch her go through her stuff and then like watch her battle through her cancer stuff. Like I don't really mean to be crying, y'all, but like I'm so glad that you brought her up because I had this in my email. I want to talk about this so bad. Take care of yourselves. Seriously, like take care of yourselves. Like I don't know y'all personally, but y'all showing up to like over here, it does mean a lot to me. Like if something happens, I had a subscriber that I know she wasn't really a subscriber to me, like she was a friend of my family. But she died. And like you don't know, like y'all, cancer is so real and like the journey of going through with someone and watching other people that you love and even people that you don't even know go through it because you know what it's like. It's a lot. I did not mean to do this, y'all. I was so serious. I did not. I really wanted to get into this whole thing with Abraham. This is a lot to deal with. I hate that anybody that has cancer or has to go through cancer, has to experience a family member or anybody else go through cancer, has to deal with it because it is horrible. The ups and downs of like the ups and downs of the journey of cancer is draining. Yo, there were days I went to work, and I'll say this even before I even got to work. I had to text my coworkers and be like, I'm sitting on the edge of my bed, dressed for work, and I can't move. I can't get up. Like I can't make it. And they're like, come to work, like we got you. And I'll say like the first 2 times, I never, sorry, y'all. I never went. I never got to go to work. My grandmother meant the world to me. But I never got up and I never went to work. I think the week afterwards, I did go. And my kids showed me so much love. My kids sent my grandmother messages like, we need you to eat. We need you to drink water. We're sending you, what is it? The protein shake, the stuff. Like, they did all the things, y'all. Like, it's just a lot. I'm sorry. It's your fault. I'm over here. But y'all, I'm sorry, y'all. It's probably like a therapeutic moment for me. I'm gonna do the other story at another time, y'all. I can get through this now, and I don't feel like I'm able to give y'all the best that I can give y'all for the rest of this live. Take care of yourselves, and also just make sure your families are too. Black men, get your colonoscopies at 40. Get it before then. Check with your blood pressure. It's a silent killer for us, y'all. Like, there's a lot that goes on with us as Black people, and I just want us to be okay. Let me read some of y'all's comments. I'm sorry, I did not mean to. I haven't cried on the live in a very long time. Let me read some of y'all's comments. Would not wish bad on anyone. Karma works well. I lost my mom's best friend. I'm so sorry to hear that. My condolences. My condolences. Take your time. Yes, I really am trying to. Yes, my condolences to you, Keisha. Yes, same. We just heard about Ananda Lewis cancer. Yes. When I seen it, I really wanted to come on. I was like, I don't know if I can handle that conversation. Then when Keisha said it, I was like, let me bring it up. We always seem to lose the good ones too young. Yeah. Yes, it is. I lost my mom to cancer. Yeah, we've talked about this, Cindy. We talked about this. Cindy's sincerest condolences. Take your time, so I'm sorry. Yeah, sorry, y'all. I did not mean to cry. Agreed. The good ones always get the worst. I get her want to try natural remedies. I understood that too. I really did. I really understood that. It's okay, honey. We can all relate, unfortunately. And it's so sad that we can relate to this. It's so sad that we relate to this. My mom and godmom passed away with cancer. It's like so many people passed from cancer. I was crying listening to Ananda when I was first heard. This is how you know, like, she's been like even when you say this, like, it's making me so sad. That makes me so sad. Like, it does. And thank you, Haru. Sad thing is, even the most healthiest can get cancer. Yes, and y'all, the high blood pressure. Sorry, no, you're fine. Like, you really are fine. Because I think that it's a conversation that needs to be had. Like, it really is. It really is. And I stick with that in high blood pressure. Like, it really is. When I found that I did have high blood pressure, like, y'all take my medication like a religion for me. Thank you for your time and your vulnerability. I really don't mind doing it. It's just a lot because I think that, like, a lot of times, like, you do put your emotions in the back when it comes to hard stuff. But that Ananda Lewis thing, like, it really, really bad. So I was like, what happened with her? She was like one of the dopest people that was on MTV. And, like, you just never heard from her for a very long time. And then she popped up with cancer, or I think with the tumor and then the cancer. And I was like, well, damn, I wish you could have championed her on. through her journey. Like, she's not gone, but like, I just wish we would have known sooner, because there were people that really loved her. And I just wish that like we would have known before. I know, you know, you keep your stuff private. I don't know, I thought she would, I thought, man, she's still here. I think that she was very dope. And that just was like really like gut wrenching, like heartbreaking for me there to know that like she was going through that, y'all. So I'm sorry. I will definitely do the rest of this live at another time. I don't think I can finish it. But I do appreciate you guys so much for your support. It means a lot. Again, fuck cancer. And y'all, I will see y'all at another live, y'all. Love y'all.
I did it, 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 did it, you did it, I did it, you did it, did it, I did it, I did it, I did it, did it.